Hello students, and welcome to this presentation on discrete versus continuous data. Numerical data or information can be described as being either continuous or discrete. An important thing for us to be able to do is to distinguish between these types of data. Discrete data is information which jumps instantly from one value to the next. An example of this is if our data is the number of people in a room at a given time. If there are 18 people in the room and one more enters, we are instantaneously in a position where there are 19 people in the room. There was never a time, for instance, when 18.6 people were in the room. We jumped directly from 18 to 19 people. Continuous data is information which transitions from one value to the next by passing through all intermediate numerical values. An example of this is if our data is the temperature in a room at a given time. If the temperature were to increase from 71 to 72 degrees, that change was not instantaneous. As the temperature changed from 71 to 72 degrees, it passed through every possible temperature between those values. At some instance, the temperature was 71.4 degrees, for instance. There was a moment when the temperature was 71.8613 degrees. Every single temperature value was passed through as the temperature changed from 71 to 72 degrees. Another way to describe discrete data is that it is data which can only take on specific values. The number of unbroken eggs in a package of 1 dozen eggs is discrete data because it can only take on the values of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or 12. Another way to describe continuous data is that it is data which can take on any value in a particular interval. The wait times for customers on a phone line to a business is a continuous variable. Let's do an example. Identify these as discrete or continuous. We'll start with the number of desks in a room. The number of desks in the room is a discrete variable. There are either 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on number of desks in a room. Next, we have the average height of all students. The average height of students is a continuous variable. The average height can take on any value in an interval of numbers. Now think about the number of gallons of gasoline purchased on a particular day. The number of gallons of gasoline purchased on a single day is a continuous variable. This can take on any value within a particular interval. Thank you for listening to this presentation on continuous and discrete data.